I think it ended great. Obviously our distance contingent did not compete in those first two meets because of coming off of cross country. So they're probably chomping at the bit to get back to competition just like everybody else. But the folks that were, like the sprint hurdle jump group that was able to go to those two meets in December, I think in a lot of ways they maybe surprised themselves with good performances so early on, and so hopefully that kept them motivated throughout winter break and kept them doing the good things, sustaining it to now. So we've only been back to practice now for 3 days, so it's hard to tell, but we'll get that all figured out this weekend for sure. That's the toughest part about track, particularly in Division III, where you have this long layoff that exists in the middle of the winter there, and so you kind of get a taste of competition and whatnot early December, and then you and your teammates go to all different corners of the globe for 4, 5, 6 weeks, and you hope that everyone's keeping up on things and doing all the good stuff, but you never know. And so this week for me, I typically, the first meet back, I just like to look and see where people are at. Hopefully they pick up right where they left off, but certainly in some cases it might be a little bit of a lag. I mean, not being able to compete for that many weeks is quite a lot, for your mind and your body. You're just kind of training through and trying to stay healthy. So my expectations are always get away from it healthy, man. Get away from that first meet with nobody on the injured list, and hopefully put a couple marks up that make people feel a little bit more excited about the next couple of weeks. And I told him yesterday, I said, I think there's only 35 days or something like that until the indoor conference meet. And it's not a lot of time, you gotta get back and get right to it. So, but it'll be good to be back in competition, be around the team as a whole. Traveling always helps, and that's, get on a bus for a little bit and, get to know each other a little bit better, spend a whole day at the track. So those things are always kind of I guess I'll say peripheral elements of that first meet back. There's a lot of kind of breaking in socially and physically getting back into it.
My name is Will Dehmler. I'm a senior chemical engineering student, and I'm a member of the track and field team. So the summer after my sophomore year, summer of 2021, I was fortunate to be able to work for Pfizer's vaccine research and development headquarters for a summer internship. And during that internship, the main focus was, as you could probably guess, the COVID vaccine. And so basically when you have those big clinical trials like they had for the vaccine, and at that time the booster as well, you have tens of thousands of participants in the trial, each sending in different samples of whether it's blood serum or other types of samples. And so it's kind of a massive intake process. And a big part of what I did was organize the samples as they came in and do like lab trial or lab procedures such as heat inactivation to kind of get them ready for testing. And then after me, their next stop was the labs, where they were tested for different proteins, for whether or not the trial member had COVID in the past and whether or not they did have COVID at that time. So it was kind of just helping to prepare this massive influx of samples for testing to help see the vaccine efficacy and other statistics. So chemical engineers have kind of a very broad background, and one major element of chemical engineering is separation processes. And so like you think of distillation, centrifugation, stuff like that. And so when you're producing a vaccine, especially at the small scale like they are in Pearl River for more of a research purpose, there's a lot of chemical engineering that goes into it. So I remember I toured this one facility where they were trying to bring the impurities down by 98 to 99% from like the original, what they produce in the fermentation labs. So I kind of got walked through the different centrifuges, the different types of filtration, all of that. And that was very interesting to me. And there are other process safety, process design, efficiency, benchmarks that they need to look for. That's also chemical engineering related. So it was really good because I was able to get into kind of an engineering mindset and apply some of what I learned in class. And it gave me a really clear picture of what engineering is capable of doing and how useful engineering research can be. I've been fortunate to have great experiences academically and athletically at CASE. Academically, we really start off engineering with a very broad set of core courses, from physics to chemistry to math, So you're able to kind of see what you like for the first year, and all those courses will count and be beneficial for any engineering discipline. So I was really able to see what I wanted to do and be able to decide on that. And then from there, the chemical engineering program has some flexibility in what you want to concentrate in. So I was able to concentrate in materials and energy. So I was able to choose classes that kind of fit my interests better than others, because a lot of the engineering fields are super broad and you kind of have a part of it that you want to do. And so I think that CASE has really helped me to choose that part and focus on what's interesting to me and really have some interesting group projects. And then athletically, it's been a great outlet for me. Exercising is really like one of my favorite things to do, and having that competitive outlet is also great. And through the team, I was given, immediately when I got to campus, I was given a group of friends and we really hit it off. And it's been great to just grow together with my class and the classes under us and over us. And athletics has really been a great opportunity for me to be able to see places I wouldn't have seen, and to have a great coaching staff that supported me and a built-in support system at college, because sometimes college can feel lonely.